October, or towards the end of October 2017, was Hillary got arrested. That was the first Q drop. And everybody who's watched Q and plays in the rotational woo-woo time will do the whole, hey, everything that's going down in this set, if you decode it, it was really a year and a half ago with boom, 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 and all this crap that gets put in there. You got advanced stuff going on with Looking Glass and slowing things up and down and news cycles in your head. So it's probably not hard to have Biden sit in the Oval Office. That's the movie screen of West Wing. So I just went there. And Trump came down the staircase in real life before the cartoon had him do it long, long ago before that. Why'd that happen, viewers? Doesn't matter. Is it who gives a shit? I don't care. Okay, you're allowed not to care. You're allowed to just pretend that you want to be normal and have a chat with your friend at work about Russia and the Ukraine like you really believe it. Because you're just never going to get it. You didn't get it before, wherever you came from, and you're not getting it now. From me. And I'm trying to tell you, very slowly and very succinctly, that you have to love one another 51% in spite of the lies that are on television. And when you watch them, know that they're lies. When you accidentally see it, have fun with the moment. If you're going to divert your sacred attention to a game, at least in the back of your mind saying, I'm still with you, my teammates. I'm going to go bilocate for a second and look at this. Oh, it's funny. Oh, Biden's got a mask. Oh, Trump is mad. And he's madder than hell. And he's the meltdown. So that's the true part. The fake part is the CNN thing that he's saying. I hate CNN. He does hate them. He does hate them. But he hates you too. He made deals. He's committed murder. And he had to do it. And he thought he was the master. You see, we're all ascended masters jumping around here. I've had a good time. I haven't had to put on my tie. I know I'm not as old as him. And he doesn't look half bad. But I'm going to tell you what. He is red hatting out. And I'm going to do another video on the whole red hat thing with the Hopi. Because I'm convinced that he's got into that bamboozle with his crap. So, be advised on the news and what's going to come out with this rumors of war in the Ukraine. It's got everybody's brains dragged down into more garbage to be stirred about. Oh, how's Russia going to do what? You guys just, I'll never say that you deserve what you get, because they must do a fair job of it. And I understand it. I've been a part of it. But we're broken out now. Okay, so you want to think I'm insane? That's the way it's supposed to be. Your family members, your family. If you're lit, they don't get you. They can't stand, they are disturbed by the fact that you might know something. And when you try and explain it to them, they just want to get back to a normal conversation that, two more sentences and they hang up. And they can't deal with it. So it's all been given to me to show about where we're at right now, because it's been made manifest for me, first person, to discern, to look into the eyes of my fellow humans that I love, or speak to them through these smart devices and go, come on, man. It's one of those, because you really hope. But I can't cry about it, because we're all big people and we're all committed to the prison that we're in. So don't watch TV. Stop eating meat. Stop believing in the lies. Love your fellow man. Listen to the right voices. You heard the background music on that Galactic Federation thing. Be discerning. They tell you to do that. If it doesn't say light, then the dark is still at the plate. So that's my answer on Galactic Federation and Galactic Federation of Light. And the good thing is, you learn there. You learn there, but the rules of Saturn are in play. And Ashtar's telling you what's going to happen to Hillary. Even though we are supposed to be having love in our heart. On the other channels, Michael and all these seniors from the councils are going, remember to love, 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 morning, noon, and night. And here comes Ashtar. And Ashtar and Trump just disturbed the Pleiadian starseed female right there at the halftime show window. So if there's a girl who's, preserved in Rev 12, Naughty Beaver called her out. He introduced her beforehand. That guy's got his piece of the code. It's been given to me because I watched him. Bros pointed me at him. Bros is, he's an affiliate of the illuminated crowd of, hey, let's watch it in 5D. That's what happens when you get lit and you seek truth and you love them, and then you discern them and you go, oh man, hold it, yoo-hoo, you're the YouTube star, you've got 1,000 plus, and you go kinetic when you hit it. What are you hitting? Then you invite all your woo-woo fellows from the crowd of Rexes that come rolling in, and they're Naughty Beavered, and they're cyber shills. Because you try and talk to them, and they're off in their never land of whatever they are. But they have information that you can learn from. Rex Bayer. Hey, Rex. Baer, I think. He gets on there and quigs out and does his thing and puts on his UFO mask. He has fun with it. Tinfoil hat for 5G. Very smart man. But that guy was 2 years ago. He was putting out 7 videos of heaping dump a day. So he's been at it a long time. He got a lot of videos to be able to talk things through. He's all Marduked and Enkied and enliled up in his Rumpelstiltskin world of, here's who I'm playing. And that's okay. Whatever he's all about, Rex Baer is in the mix of the woo-woo that needs to be discerned as to what's coming up next and what you need to buy for your next thing. So, keep loving your heart. It's all going to work out. The people that are supposed to be with us will be with us. In closing, I'd like to refresh the perspective on when the cataclysms come and the earth makes its move to get the body count corrected. It's all for purpose. I go back now to rethink things, and you watch the way that storm was screaming up the coast in Charlotte. It was the really bad one that would have destroyed Tampa. It was coming full steam ahead. Hurricane Charlie. That's what it was. And it out of nowhere just made a right, and it went inland. And the guys that evacuated out of Tampa, who were hiding in Orlando, they got spanked in Orlando with their boarded houses, dry as could be. And me next door, I hadn't boarded up anything, and I'm probably not smart. But I think back now to what occurred there, because it's just interesting the way everything is now. Because the weather is controllable by man-made means. If you're watching what's going on with Mike Morales, and you read Dolores Cannon and what was unleashed from the CERN after Tesla passed and Trump's uncle took things over there, the diabolical madmen that want to destroy the planet had their chance to shoot the pool shots. As early as LBJ. The first news I heard of man-made weather and patents for airplanes was out of that man's mouth. After Kennedy got killed, they were going after the weather overtly in Texas. And I have a friend at USASOC who's a weather guy who wanted to help the farmers grow their stuff, and he was doing it. His name's Dave Kaczynski. He's on record. He's written books. He's brilliant. He's my friend. He is the guy that you want going in when the time comes, because he's the guy who could make it happen. His dad was a Marine, and I love everybody, especially the guys I know, because I know them personally. That's the thing. The guy was in my wedding party. Great man. So this is who we're talking about. And for some reason, Dave McKnight, as far as the way officers get promoted, the senior raters get put in a mix because they have to evaluate guys and discriminate to try and show the upper echelons who they think is the right guy. So because of that, it's a challenge for a senior person because you can't make everybody a water walker, so you have to tell them they got a C or a B. Here's the way you look at it. It used to be everybody gets an A from the senior guy. You get an A. And then they came and said, look, we got all A's. How are we gonna promote anybody? All right, so we got to do B's. And you, the senior rater, your profile better look like the Charles Atlas thing where one guy's up there and then they're recording it. So when you get your report card back from DC, it shows you, hey, you were the 24th guy rated, and here's where you fit. So it gets to be, am I going to get promoted? So these guys then have to do their jobs a little bit better and make decisions about who's who, and they got to check boxes. So there was some of that went on with, it just becomes a negative experience because it's a guy's career, and it's not intended to hurt anybody. I remember McKnight saying, what's he talking about? It's just the way that you got to do it. The words are good, but the numbers aren't there, all that kind of bullshit. And Dave I've tried to get a hold of him, and I know he's brilliant. He's all over it, but he's helping the weather in Texas. And he's with a group of people that do that stuff. Plain and simple. So, when you continue to pay attention to the news, and you see the illumination for what it is, you have to have compassion, because there's healing that can occur for everybody. Hillary Clinton, if she's still occupying an air suit and hasn't not been, whatever they do, droned out, cloned, they do the full replicated rep to body double between somebody they meet through walking on the streets to somebody they tailor to make up to a full-blown, hey Gray, get in here, we want to dump a Hillary in to make her do something. I'm not involved with it, so I don't know the details, but I know we met with, and it's not a competition. We're just there to bring a love vibration and meditation. When you get ninja'd up with your Viper suit, warriors, you got to know how to love and bring it in a good way. That is the hug of the memory of the true feeling that makes them want to understand that either they want to join you because of the resonance, or they just don't want anything to do with you because that's not their mission, and you're violating their mission. They don't want to get in trouble. They don't really feel like you anyway, because it's meditation, it's feeling time. That sensory probe from distance. I've done it against uh, opposing. The gray JV, not even, that they stitched together just to, and I got what I needed. So it was just for like the first wave guys to go play against their Ashtar exploited scratch that they put together on Mars. So it's kind of humorous. I mean, it really, it's the Great War in Heaven, though. Just to pull it back, because I'm starting to bore myself. The damn second half of the tribulation's going on. They're fighting back. They're getting put in their place to get, the whole solar system is going to get repaired. This Council of Saturn and Karma and all these names of figures who are probably great beings that I'll find out that I knew when you go, whoa, it's you. Okay, that's going to be like, oh, great decisions. So let's stop it. Let's now be the next collective adventure that's been, for our amazement, of the awakening of, okay, now we get to do what? We're going to do real more after changing the whole metaverse, because it's us. It's us. It's the humans. That the ETs, you listen to when you understand everything, it's actually kind of funny. They're a little bit afraid coming here. The extraterrestrials that you might be scared of, we're the fallen angels. We're the nut jobs that might throw something at them and scream. So they don't want that. That's like they're coming here for Woodstock. So they can kindly, you okay with me? And if you wig out, or Joan Crawford or whatever, we're back to where we were, fallen, because you have fear in your heart. You see? It's so funny. The more you learn about the difference between love and fear, and the reason why it's almost funny, because they just want to pod down next to you and not have you El Kabong them or burn them with a magnifying glass as a 3-year-old. That's how we were. We were Jeffrey Dahmer. Burning ants with flashlights. That's all got to stop. Now we've learned. Our Creator has allowed us to damage her creations, because they're us. Ants are us. They're way down the road, ants. Come on, though. You want me to go with you? Watch them. They're falling in line. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They know what time of day it is. They know if it's raining out. And they ain't got no umbrellas. And so, dimensionally speaking, it's just time to admit that there's more to all this than a big cosmic accident. It's actually a promotion program. When you perform in accordance with mommy's directives, which equals what? It equals the truth within. So you are being forced to be the real you. And that makes me sad, because what a great thing. Well, the only thing that makes me sad is that some people have not discontinued brushing with toothpaste with fluoride in it. There are other solutions for those of you who wish to know. The simplest, the cheapest, the most versatile. I'm a multi-utility guy. I'd like to introduce you to the topic of hydrogen peroxide, 12% to 15% food grade. Multiple uses when diluted with water. Should be distilled, that would be nice. Mineral water from Arkansas is not going to hurt anything with some extra O2 pop, because you're getting the pop out of the oxygen. It's doing war in your body. Hydrogen peroxide. And if you brush your teeth with it, you're oxidizing. Whoop! Does it taste the greatest? If you dilute it to the right level, it's just a water swish around and you're done. And you got into it and you got it. And there's protocols where you can drink it. and get it internalized because it's H2O2. So it's belting out your system. And if you have a virus, then you need hydroxychloroquine because that's antiviral. That's the white horse. Hydroxy is water, chlorine, shock your pool, hydroxychloroquine, equestrian, quinine, mosquitoes, dengue, virus. Trump took it on TV. CDC's not giving it out. You can't get it in a prescription. And we don't wish to take this anymore. Martini wants a cigarette. And Jack Nicholson is about to make sure she gets it. It's actually, if Kim will talk to Russ, and Kim and Russ, and William, just those, if we went into just so I can offer my perspective on unity between two of the most elite human beings to be produced on our planet, we are looking at two saints, whether you guys know it or not. Kim Goguen and Russell J. Gould, you are looking at saints. If there is such a term of devotion to duty for our Creator and her Son, who's us, to be equal. That's what you got from both those humans. One's male and one's female. And they're both, my heart's so big for everybody and everything. So I hope this isn't too long. Sure it is. But hopefully it's informative. So the message is, when you watch the cartoons on TV, another way to look at it, it's all cartoon. It's all not believable. Now there's truth buried in there to restate it. Hillary is croup, that result of eating, it's cannibal result. And if you want to start laughing, I'll go McRib on you. Seasonal McRib out of McDonald's. Read the ingredients, but don't eat them. It's all not funny. Not funny. So, in spite of that, allow me to bid you warm regards and best wishes for a accident-free, seatbelt optional, free will evening as a sovereign human being